Welcome to the Charting Courses Podcast, a show brought to you by the team at Ventura MedStaff, dedicated to helping traveling medical professionals navigate the world of travel healthcare. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. I'm Luke, and joining today is Brittany. She's been talking with some of our recruiters here at Ventura MedStaff for this month's installment, which is focused on some of the common misconceptions about travel healthcare. Brittany, good to have you here.
Thanks, Luke. I'm excited to dig into the myths of travel healthcare and unravel the truth.
Yeah, well, let's jump right in. I think there's a lot of excitement out there around travel healthcare, but of course, there's some concerns too. Some of those concerns are valid, but some of them are just misunderstandings. What would you say is the most common one that you saw pop up?
Our recruiter said one of the most common myths they hear is that travelers sacrifice their job stability or benefits, like health insurance, to be a traveling medical professional. The truth is that travelers will always be needed, and you definitely don't have to give up your benefits. For example, at Ventura MedStaff, our travelers can opt in for almost all the same benefits our internal employees have. There's medical, dental, vision, a 401k, an EEP, and so much more. So, the narrative of you give up your benefits to travel just isn't universally accurate.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how that myth got started. I mean, especially when you really sit down and think about all the extra benefits that come with being a traveler, too. I mean, not only are you getting the traditional offerings, but also gaining little things like the freedom to choose where and when you want to work. What other myths have our recruiters kind of talked about?
Another big one is the belief that healthcare assignments are unpredictable or unreliable. Many professionals think if I become a traveler, will I always be scrambling for the next job? But actually, demand for travel nurses and therapists has been steadily increasing and giving professionals, many options to choose from. When you're working with an agency that's well connected and understands your preferences, and you've got a recruiter who's going to be on top of the game for you, you can find assignments that fit your goals and schedule.
Yeah, I mean, that's an important point. The agency or recruiter you partner with really matters. So, this myth paints travel work as unstable, but the reality is that it's more stable than you may realize if you have the right partner.
Exactly. I mean, flexibility is a huge component too. Travelers will have to be realistic when it comes down to balancing their ideal location and pay and setting, but when they're flexible, the assignment options are plentiful.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it feels like we say this every episode, but flexibility is huge. That's no myth.
You're right, it's not. But something that is a myth is that travel healthcare is only for less experienced professionals or, people just starting out. The truth is that it can be a good fit for many stages of your career. In fact, many facilities actually require at least 2 years of job experience to even consider you for a travel position. Travel roles are great for younger people without a lot of roots tying them down, but can also be perfect for empty nesters or, just someone who wants to adventure across the country no matter the reason.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that helps a lot of people who may think I'm too senior or that traveling is a young person's game. I mean, it really is not. I feel like that leads into another myth I've heard too. Is it true that travel healthcare is only for single
Yeah,
people?
absolutely not. We have travelers all the time who travel with their partner or even their whole family. They turn their summer assignment into a vacation for their kids. The key is you work with your recruiter and the agency to find assignments that fit your lifestyle. That doesn't matter if you're single, in a relationship, or have a family.
Yeah, I mean, traveling solo may offer a little bit more flexibility since you're just considering your own needs, but many families find great ways to travel together and make it a positive experience overall. Although, there is another myth I've heard that traveling means you're hopping from city to city every couple of weeks. So, I mean, in that case, it would be hard with a family. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean that definitely would be hard. I've heard that myth too, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners may think that once you become a traveler, you're moving from location to location without much choice in the manner. But the reality is that most travel assignments are 13 weeks in length, which is, right around 3 months. That's longer than most people expect. Plus, travelers get to choose how much they move. If you find a location you want to spend more time at, a lot of facilities will offer extensions. The traveler is in control of their own traveling frequency.
That's a big one for folks who want a little more stability or consistency. I mean, sometimes 13 weeks is the perfect amount of time, sometimes it's too short and travelers extend, and sometimes travelers get the itch and are already booking their next assignment halfway through the one they're at. Really, it's the type of job freedom you can't beat.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's stability and consistency when travelers want it, but what about support?
Yeah, there's another myth that travel professionals are left on their own with minimal resources. But really, with a strong agency and recruiter, you're far from alone. They help with licensing, travel arrangements, and more. They can even recommend great Facebook groups to join, like Healthcare Hoppers, where you can connect with other travelers. The best case scenario is that your recruiter becomes your advocate for pay, location fit, and you feel like you have a real partner by your side.
That's great. Is there anything else our recruiters mentioned? Now's the last chance to clear the air and bust those myths.
They also really wanted me to mention that travel healthcare is not just for the extroverted or, the fearless. While those personalities can shine during travel healthcare, plenty of introverts travel too. Organized and flexible professionals do best, regardless of personality. It may require stepping outside your comfort zone, but it can literally be the adventure of a lifetime if you let it.
Yeah, so let's recap. Travel healthcare isn't inherently unstable. It's not only for newbies or singles. You can have benefits and control, you can have support, and you can make it work for your life. With the right recruiter and agency, you're set up to succeed.
Whether you're a nurse, therapist, or allied health professional, you can be a traveler and you don't have to settle for myths or half truths. Get the facts, ask questions, and partner with someone who's going to advocate for you.
Thanks, Brittany. This has been super helpful.
Thank you, Luke. Glad we could shed some light on this.
And thank you to everyone listening. We hope today's episode helps you feel more grounded and confident as you navigate the world of travel healthcare. Thank you for listening to the Charting Courses podcast, brought to you by Ventura MedStaff. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a like, share it with your friends, and follow our channel so you never miss an episode.